Well, man, this has been awesome. I was so excited to have you on here to talk about Type O Negative because they have just meant so much to me throughout my journey of they're one and again, I hate to like rank things, but they definitely are up there in my top 5 of all time favorite bands that every fall, as soon as fall starts to hit, I have to get their catalog out and start listening to it again. It brings back memories. So much of their stuff also opened up. I mentioned the kind of Christian surroundings of me at that time.
Hey, do atheists go to hell?
No.
How about people who say they are not religious, but they are spiritual?
Straight to hell, to the boiler room of hell, all the way down. Sometimes I pull them out just so they think everything is going to be okay, but then I put them right back in.
Good. That makes me happy.
Spring won't come, the needle strive to struggle, to be free from our ground. Evil mists that creep and crawl will drench me in you. It's so drowned.
And when October Rust came out, and you have things like Green Man, who's talking about Wicca, I'm a Zen Buddhist now, but back then I didn't really know where I fit, and so I went down that Wicca path for a while because I thought this is really cool. I feel this a little bit more with the in nature, as above, so below, nature and universe kind of vibe. And
Wicca. This is a modern pagan religious movement that emerged in the mid-20th century, drawing inspiration from a variety of ancient pagan traditions, folklore, and ceremonial magic. Wicca is characterized by its reverence for nature and its cyclical patterns, such as the phases of the moon and the changing seasons. Wiccans often celebrate these cycles through rituals and festivals, collectively known as the Wheel of the Year. These festivals are rooted in ancient agricultural practices and are times for honoring the earth and its bounty. Central to Wiccan belief is the worship of a goddess and a god, often seen as representing the feminine and masculine aspects of the divine. The goddess is typically associated with the moon, fertility, and the earth, while the god is linked to the sun, wild animals, and the forests. These deities are often identified with various names from different mythologies, such as Diana and Pan, or they may be worshipped more abstractly. Wiccan rituals are performed in a sacred space, usually marked by a circle cast by the practitioner. This circle acts as a protective boundary and a focal point for spiritual energy. Rituals often include invocations, the use of tools such as ritual knives, wands, chalices, and pentacles, and the chanting of spells and prayers. Wicca also emphasizes personal responsibility and ethical conduct, encapsulated in the Wiccan Rede, and it harm none, do what ye will. This principle encourages Wiccans to pursue their desires and spiritual practices as long as they do not cause harm to others.
Type O Negative scratched that itch for me. I can remember as a teenager driving down, taking my girlfriend at the time, my ex-wife, taking her back home after hanging out at my house. And, gosh, I hope, Kira, if you're listening to this, please don't do this. But driving down the highway, listening to Type O Negative, and she would climb over on top of me, and we would have sex driving down the road, and I'm like, now as a in my 40s as an adult, I'm like, how stupid do you have to be? But it's forever ingrained in me of this Type O Negative made me do it. Like,
you don't forget
it was
that.
such a cool, seductive exploration time for me that they were there for. It was a companion to me.
I can relate to that. I don't have that same awesome story, but I was for a while dating someone my senior year of college who I met because of the late night metal radio show that a buddy of mine did, and she was sort of like I don't know, I hate to say this, she was almost like our little groupie,
right?
And anyway, we started dating, and like she was really into the whole gothic metal scene, and it was Valentine's Day, and like we're just like into the same music in a lot of ways, and her gift for me for Valentine's Day was a typo negative t-shirt.
Nice.
Like, all right, that's cool. Yeah, this but she liked them, I think, as much as I did.
Yeah,
so
right.
It was like, I'll probably never meet anybody else like this.
Well, and what's funny too is my ex, she was more of like, she was listening to Jewel and Dixie Chicks and,
There's a departure.
Yeah, but she still would put on October Rust and dug it. Like there was this weird crossover that they had the ability to do. So I don't know, man. Anything else you wanna touch on before we wrap up here?
Oh gosh, we could probably keep going for a while.
Easily.
But I think for now I think we hit on a lot.
Yeah,
I think we did a good job here. And
man, I appreciate you coming over to the studio and hanging out with me for a little bit. I appreciate you as a friend. You've been a good, positive influence for me. Somebody I can go to and talk about whatever, and never worry about how you're gonna kind of look at me afterwards or.
This is the judgment-free zone here. Yeah. No, but likewise, and it's been fun.
Yeah, it's been a blast, man. I can't wait to have you back on for other conversations. There's lots of different areas we could dive into for sure.
Awesome.
So
sounds great.
Well, everybody listening, you know the drill. On the boombox side, you can go to our link tree. It's linktr.ee/boombox music talk. It has links to all of our stuff there, all the socials. The one thing I always like to call out is our YouTube page, which will have a playlist associated with this episode where you can dive into all the cool typo negative songs, videos, references, interviews. There will be tons of tracks from other people that we reference that you may not know of, and can kind of go in and dig in and learn. I'm big on music discovery, and so much is by the algorithm these days, but this gives you a chance to go into a playlist and find some things that are personally recommended. So, man, once again, thanks for hanging out, Bret.
Thank you. Rock on.
Yeah. So for Boombox Music Talk, we urge you to enjoy the journey and stay zen. Production.
Well, that's about it. That's all we have. I hope it wasn't too disappointing. We will see you on tour. Until then.